Dan Schneider, the prolific writer-producer of seminal Nickelodeon shows such as All That, Kenan and Kel, Drake and Josh, and iCarly, has been mired in controversy since 2018. Nickelodeon parted ways with the successful creator after 25 years when an investigation revealed that Schneider had acted inappropriately towards the actors and crew on his shows. The 2024 documentary, Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of Children's TV, detailed the allegations, finding that Schneider was verbally abusive towards his cast and writers, often wrote sexually suggestive scenes that fetishized female actresses, and created a hostile working environment. Although Schneider is best known for his writing, he began his Hollywood career as an actor. Schneider appeared in several 1980s comedies, including Hot Resort, Making the Grade, the cult classic Better Off Dead, and the underrated Christopher Guest film The Big Picture, starring Kevin Bacon. His most prominent acting role, however, was on the classic sitcom Head of the Class, which aired on ABC from 1986 to 1991. Dan Schneider played Dennis Blunden in Head of the Class. Schneider appeared in 114 episodes of the high school set sitcom. Head of the Class revolved around a diverse group of Manhattan teenagers in a gifted program and their unconventional history teacher, and mostly took place in the classroom. Dan Schneider played Dennis Blunden, the chubby, sarcastic computer was best known for his intelligence and contempt for authority. Dennis was a breakout character, and much of the sitcom's humor stemmed from his wisecracks and his role as the comedic foil to the more straight-laced students. He was a character ahead of his time, with his deep knowledge of computers and love of pop culture and video games. Most of Dennis' storylines revolved around his intelligence or butting heads with his classmates. Some of the best episodes from the first season, including Episode 3, Charligate, and Episode 5, The Outsider, found Dennis clashing with his new teacher, Charlie Moore. However, his most memorable episodes were when he got to showcase his ambition and vulnerability, like in the Season 2 premiere Science Fairweather Friends, in which Dennis and his classmates resort to sabotage to win the science fair, or Season 4, Episode 5's Blunden in Love, where Dennis falls for a girl and discovers she is unhoused. While Schneider's role was slightly diminished in later seasons, he remained with the show throughout its entire run. He even got his first taste at writing by penning Season 2, Episode 12, Will the Real Arvid Engen Please Stand Up?, which he co-wrote with fellow co-star Brian Robbins. Schneider made the jump to full-time writer after meeting a Nickelodeon development executive named Albie Hecht while hosting the 1988 Kids' Choice Awards. Hecht eventually hired Schneider to create the sketch comedy series All That, which led to him creating numerous other hits for the network. What is Dan Schneider doing now? Schneider's lawsuit against the investigation Discovery Network and Max has kept him in the news. Dan Schneider sitting in a chair speaking to someone off camera. Dan Schneider's last writing credit was for an episode of his show Henry Danger in 2018. Since Nickelodeon ended its relationship with the writer, the network has produced new iterations of his past hits, including reboots for iCarly, Danger Force, and Zoey 102, but Schneider is not creatively involved with these shows. Although he has hinted in interviews about selling new shows, no new series have come to fruition. Via New York Times, after the damning documentary Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of Children's TV aired and exposed much of Schneider's alleged bad behavior, he apologized for some of the allegations. He admitted that some of the jokes in his shows were probably too risque for children and acknowledged that he should have been more patient and calm on set. However, he has denied many of the documentary's allegations, particularly those related to sexual misconduct. Schneider filed a defamation lawsuit against the investigation Discovery Network and Max, the platforms that aired Quiet on Set, for implying that he was a sexual abuser. In November 2024, a judge ruled that Schneider could proceed with his lawsuit, agreeing that a viewer might conclude from the documentary and trailer that he was involved in sexual misconduct, via Variety.